Good morning. Today we begin reading the Torah portion of Chukat. It begins with the commandment of the red heifer, that if a person is unclean, that's ritually, spiritually unclean, due to contact with a deceased person, they have to be cleansed through the process of the red heifer, where the ashes were mixed with water and sprinkled on the individual who was unclean, and this cleansed them. Now this commandment is known as a chok, and that's why it's called Chukat, the super rational commandment of the Torah. Chok represents those commandments that are beyond our understanding. We have logical commandments like honor your father and mother, don't kill, don't steal, and then we have commandments that are beyond our understanding. For example, even not mixing milk and meat, kashrut. We don't know the reason why. We just do it because God told us to do so. But there's another definition perhaps to what does it mean to have a chok, a commandment beyond our understanding. When the Jewish people were given the Torah at Mount Sinai, God asked them if they wanted Torah, and they answered with two famous words, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do, and then we will seek to understand. In other words, the Jews said, if you ask us to do something, God, we accept it. Which means to say that the Jews accepted all the commandments as though it was a chok, beyond understanding, accepting it because of the authority and the commandment of God. But perhaps it means as follows. Sometimes we're asked to do a mitzvah that makes perfect sense. But we say, yes, the mitzvah is a good mitzvah. It makes perfect sense. It's the right thing to do. But for me personally, it's too difficult. You're asking me to study Torah every day. I'm too busy. I don't have time. You're asking me to keep Shabbos. It's too difficult for me to keep Shabbos. You're asking me to give charity. I can't afford to give charity. Whatever the mitzvah may be, it may be the right thing, but you may think, I can't do it. And so accepting upon ourselves to do even the commandments that are beyond our understanding means that we say that if God says we should do something, if God is asking us, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do it. You know why? Because we trust God's judgment. God wouldn't ask us to do something we're not capable of doing. And if Hashem asked us to do it, that means that I do have the ability to do it. And therefore, rather than follow my judgment and believe that I can't do it, I will trust Hashem's judgment and do even what I don't understand how I am capable of doing it. Because Hashem knows my capabilities and my strengths and my abilities even more than I know myself. Someone once said that the word impossible could be read as I'm possible. Even when you think something's impossible, Hashem is saying to you, you are possible. It is possible. Just do it, as the slogan says from Nike. Yes, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will just do it. Today is July 3rd. July 3rd is the anniversary of the Entebbe raid of 1976, when a plane was hijacked on the way and taken to France, a plane with 103 Israeli passengers, and terrorists demanding the release of hostages landed the plane, released all the non-Jewish or non-Israeli passengers, some 258 passengers, and held back 103 Israeli Jewish passengers demanding certain things from Israel. And Israel showed the world what it means to do the impossible. And Israel, instead of giving in to the demands of these terrorists, sent a few hundred soldiers, 2,500 miles, in the middle of the night, and conducted what is known today famously as the Entebbe raid, and released the 103 passengers. Tragically, one of the soldiers, one of the commanders, Yoni Netanyahu, passed away, was killed in the raid, as well as 3 hostages who didn't make it. But all of the terrorists were killed, and the world saw how the Jewish people, with their faith in God and their love for one another, could achieve that which no one else would ever think is possible. Have a wonderful day.